Lakers, all eyes turn to summer plans, and not the fun kind. These plans involve the Lakers trying desperately to pair James with one of the game's top free agents, and there are certainly options out there. Kyrie, KD, Kemba, Kawhi, to name a few. LeBron was asked about this upcoming summer and had this to say.
There's a lot of great free agents in this summer. I'm not going to name any names because every time I say something, our organization says something about a specific person, we get in trouble. But we have an opportunity to get better, and that's that's something that it's definitely great to know that when you have an opportunity to get better from a personnel standpoint.
See, if you're one of the free agent names that I mentioned, what's the appeal? What's the draw to come now to the Lakers and sign with this team? Judging by what you saw that happened this season.
My whole lifetime, the Lakers have been a force in the NBA. They only had a few seasons where they were down, but you always knew with Dr. Buss, who owned the Lakers, and now his daughter Jenny runs their basketball operation. Runs everything for them. Pelinka runs basketball operation, him and Magic, but their family has been about winning championship. She fired her brother 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they were so bad. It's about winning. It always has been. When Wilt went there, that's what it was about. When Kareem went there, that's what it was about. And most of these players, they went out and either traded for them or they just outbid everyone else. So I've just seen it. Shaq, man, I have seen it year after decade after decade. This is what the Lakers do. That's what you should be attracted to. They are trying to win championship. They have tremendous resources in the location in Los Angeles. They play in a beautiful arena in a beautiful part of town. There are a lot of positive things about playing with the Lakers. But ultimately, if you can get paid and during your tenure you can compete for a championship, what else is there in the league? That's what playing professional sports is about. And the Los Angeles Lakers, not because of their recent history. I know a lot of people watch the show are young people, but I'm 53. Ever since I've been on earth, the Los Angeles Lakers each decade has presented championship opportunities. That's why if I'm a free agent, I'm looking at the Lakers.
And each decade through free agency or trade has found a way, if not once, multiple times, to acquire an enormous star. It was LeBron, decade before Powell. People forget that Powell was arguably the best center in the league when he came over to join up with Kobe. Decade before Shaq. Then before that it was Kareem. Before that it was Wilt. They have always been able to go get superstars and then pair them with the right people around them. The question for the Lakers is, which tier of free agents are we talking about? We talking about the top tier? Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving. Those are the three top tier guys. I'd say KD is almost an impossibility. Kawhi, the door could be opening slightly ajar with the Doc Rivers supposed interest in the Lakers. That would be a big paradigm shift from the Clippers to the Lakers. And Kyrie, we know, is an X factor. Tier 2, I think, would be quite good. Wouldn't be tier 1. That's Clay, Kemba Walker, and Jimmy Butler. But if you miss out on those top two tiers, and assuming
is the assumption you can win with the top two tiers, you can contend and win?
Oh, I think LeBron plus any of those six guys, okay, particularly the guys on that top tier, would be instant contenders. We have to see what happens with the Warriors. This is assuming Kevin Durant's elsewhere and that super team's no longer there. But if you miss out on those top two tiers, along with not trading for Anthony Davis, and then you're talking about tier 3, Boogie, Tobias Harris. Tier 4, Nikola Vucevic, Chris Middleton. Now you're in trouble spot. Now you're talking about year 17 LeBron, a guy you're teaming with who isn't even an actual all-star, just a top 35 player in the league. That's where the Lakers would, to me, that would be striking out this summer.
What?
That would be the way I do the players rankings. Finds it funny.
Cool.
I don't think the Lakers should be concerned, but they shouldn't be worried. They have the city, they have the team, they have LeBron. And even if some members of the media want to present this narrative that people don't like to play with LeBron, I'd like to see one player that's played with him come out and say that. Because all we hear from guys, whether it's role players, all-stars, or superstars, is what a great team
I don't know if those players exist, but if there was a player, why would he do that? Why would he insert himself into the LeBron conversation and I'm going to say I wasn't pleased with playing with LeBron.
So that's a fair point, that maybe that you have maybe reason to stay reserved on it or to stay out of the discussion. But the point I'm making is we can't We haven't heard anybody say that. We haven't heard anybody come. We've heard guys that didn't play with LeBron. We hear Paul Pierce all the time. We have guys that have never been on that team say, Kevin Durant say it's a toxic environment. But the guys who have spoken up, who have played with LeBron, have said positive things. Now maybe there's other guys that are. But
Kyrie did ask out of town though.
Right, and absolutely, Kyrie asked out of town, and then now.
So that was saying something right there.
And then doubled back to LeBron and said it was a mistake.
Yeah, but I'm just saying let's not forget that.
Well, I don't think anyone, if anyone in the audience,
because when you go to Cleveland management and say I want to be traded, you say I don't want to play with LeBron.
Right, he wanted to go have his own team, and then he realized.
But it was also I didn't want to play with LeBron. It hit under I want my own team, but.
100%. And when you say you don't want people to forget that, I don't think people are forgetting that Kyrie Irving left the Cavs by demanding a trade. Like, I think that's baked into it. But the point I'm making is that we have heard from, I would say, every prominent, Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, down to guys, bottom of the roster guys, Richard Jefferson,
Lakers might not be concerned, Jenna, but I'm concerned. If the Pelicans don't trade AD there, I'm concerned because we know KD's not coming. We know Clay's not coming. And what if Kyrie decides, you can't depend on Kyrie, so I'm concerned for the Lakers.
All right, let's take a break. Coming up, how are the Giants justifying trading Odell Beckham? That's next on First Things First.
I got someone texting me. I had to laugh. They were like, Paul Gasol was never the best center.